Hi, Mr. Baldwin. My name is Kurt. I'm a junior undergraduate here, and so I'm a big fan of the show. And I know you
How
play.
did you get that kind of fancy loge box you're in up there?
I was invited up here. Actually,
Great.
It's actually very awkward standing between people like this. But, you know. So, big fan of the show, and I know you play a staunch Republican on 30 Rock, and I was wondering if political satire was like originally supposed to be a part of the humor for 30 Rock, or if that's something that you brought to the table, and is it fun for you?
Well, no. The writers on the show, Robert Carlock, who went to Harvard, is the other head writer with Tina. Matt Hubbard went to Harvard. I mean, I'm not joking when I say that the preponderance of the writers went to Harvard, and they came through the Lampoon. Tina went to UVA and was an actress and worked at the Second City in Chicago. And the political quotient, I mean, like any TV show, you can look at a hit TV show, even like Friends or Will and Grace, and watch it in its first season, and then watch it in its fourth season, and the actors who play the roles are almost unrecognizable in the choices they make. The first year where people are doing a show, they're really finding what works. That's kind of the condition of doing a long-running TV show. And they get more and more comfortable, and they make more and more choices, and they become more vivid in what they do. And that commentary about not just Donaghy as a Republican, but the GE mentality, the Six Sigma mentality that we send up there. Because my character is a combination of a GE executive and Lorne Michaels, who is the producer of our show, in terms of lifestyle. Because Lorne is one of those guys who has like a tuxedo in his glove compartment, just goes everywhere in New York and just lives this kind of like fabulous life. But we do pull our punches with that a lot, I must say, because it is network. I mean, one of the things I'm most proud about the show is that it is a network show, so we have to keep it, we have to walk a certain line, On cable, cable is where you can say whatever you want to say. Cable is where you can say the F-bomb anytime you want to, and people think that makes things more real and more vivid. And I'm very proud of the fact that we've had to play it a little more carefully, find other ways to say that. The things we wanted to say.
How much of that show is scripted versus?
Oh, it's all, we say every word for word is written. Yeah.
Word for word.
Oh, it's all scripted. We shoot it as written, and then we might have some ad libs or but the agreement we have with the writers is we say it exactly as written, and you want to. I mean, it's really that funny. But I mean, in that world of doing comedy, sometimes I would go see a show like I go see Brian Dennehy do. An O'Neill play on Broadway, and I'd say, God, how does he do that? 3.5 hours of wringing your guts out on stage at night in front of these people 8 times a week. When you do a comedy for 5 seasons, and you're ready to go in the other direction and do something a little different. Because the thing about the show is we play in this kind of fizzy, kooky key every day, But the good news is that, like especially with SNL, it's the only place you get to say certain things. I mean, there's just no other venue. I did this sketch of a guy running for governor once. And the guy is in his house, and he hears an intruder downstairs, and he comes downstairs, and he sees a shadow, and he shoots the shadow, and he kills a dog. And the front page of the newspaper the next day says, gubernatorial candidate kills Lassie. And you see my daughter going, Dad, you killed Lassie. You shot Lassie. And I'm at a press conference and I say, I'm sorry. Accidentally I shot and killed Lassie. That was a terrible mistake. But I do think that this campaign has a lot of things to say that are important things to say. And this woman comes up to me holding a baby. And she's saying to me, Sir, can I talk to you, sir? And I go, listen, lady, could you just... And she goes, oh, my God, he yelled at my baby. Gubernatorial candidate yells at a baby. I go to a press conference. The American flag is there behind me. And I say, I'm very sorry. I killed Lassie. I yelled at a baby, but I still believe my candidacy. We have a lot of important things to say. People throw eggs at me. I kind of recoil from the throwing eggs at me. An egg hits me in the butt. I've got egg running down my pants. I reach to the nearest thing, which is the American flag, and I wipe the egg off. Gubernatorial candidate wipes his ass with the American flag. And the last beat, which was not in the script, the writers came up to me on the night, on Saturday night, and the guy hands me a page. He goes, "We got one more beat for you. The woman with the baby's going to come back." And sure enough, I go, "I know that I killed Lassie, yelled at a baby, and wiped my ass with the American flag. But I still believe that my candidacy has some important things to say about the issues today." Boo! They throw eggs at me. The woman comes up with the baby. "Sir, sir." I grab the baby and I wipe myself with the baby. Gubernatorial candidate wipes himself with a baby. It's like, where else could you possibly find this kind of insanity? You know what I mean? And that's why I keep going back and doing the show over and over again, because it's just so stupid and ridiculous, but funny.